when I went back and reevaluated, long story short, we did a lot of things to beat ourselves. And everything on that film can be corrected. Now, the thing in the game that was the biggest factor was their prep ability, our young tackles not able to block their defensive ends. And I think there's some things that we learned from that as well that we can correct and help ourselves out. Fumbled the ball 5 times and turned it over twice. Didn't throw an interception. I thought Mike played very gallantly as a quarterback. And I'm glad it was tough and hard. I mean, it showed a lot about our guys. So give them credit. Obviously, they were the better team the other night. But I can tell you, it's one game. It's a very important game, and I think that game will be one that we'll look back and say we got a lot better as a football team.
It's an honor to be a Sun Devil student-athlete right now in this position. I can't tell you how excited this football team was to wake up this morning, get a little running, conditioning in. Guys are excited. It's amazing to see the improvement in our leadership. The seniors on this football team, the players underneath, the seniors, the juniors, sophomores, freshmen, they're doing everything they can so that everybody on this football team has a senior year this year. And it's really exciting to see how much we've grown and matured over the last couple of years. And I can tell you that this football team is more excited than they've ever been. Our goals are still right in front of us. And like I said, it's a beautiful day to be a Sun Devil football player. And we're just excited for this week because it's Monday and we're already rolling. We're ready to go.
Offensively, we struggled. A lot of that had to do with them. I think they had as good at defensive ends and good at secondary. Their corners were really good. Our guys struggled at receiver getting off the ball. We talked about, having things to get them off of us. But even at that, it's 24-17. 4 minutes left in the game. Some remarkable things that our guys showed in the game.
One of the big factors of the game that hurt us is playing against the play clock. There's a couple times where we were sitting there with 5 seconds left on the clock, and everybody on the field, even in the stands, they know that we're snapping the ball, and I think that kind of hurt us a little bit. But at the end of the day, we have to execute. That's lining up right. That's me making sure that I have enough time to set the protection so that we can get rolling. And really, at the end of the day, if we break a couple tackles, if we get our alignments correct, we can. That game is a completely different game. Obviously, great. Their defense did a great job swarming to the football and tackling as a unit. But we've learned so much from this game moving forward that you already see guys today and the way we're talking about what we're going to do moving forward, that we know we can play faster. We can, get first downs. We can make sure that we have a better understanding of where the sticks are. And like I said, we've grown so much from Saturday night to right now.
Todd, I know you touched on it earlier, but is there anything further you can tell us on Kalen in terms of a timeline or
like I said, I think it'll be, a week or two. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not something that's going to be a season-ending deal. And he was rather upset with us, but we got to do what's best for our safety for our players and stuff like that. And we'll be cautious with that because, talk to him, he'd say we're going to be back this week, which probably not going to happen. But I'd say a couple of weeks would be my guess.
I mean, what this football team is all about is responding from adversity. And obviously, for Kalen specifically, it's sad. It was just sad to not see him out on the field because he is such an imposing football player. But we really didn't flinch. We have guys who stepped up. We have a lot of guys who have game experience. And for him, it was unfortunate that he didn't get to take the field with us. But as a football team, we just kept moving along. And unfortunately, 9 didn't get any carries or touches. But in the next couple of weeks, he'll be back out there, and we'll be going with him again.
When you play an opponent like that, and you make mistakes, you get exposed. It ain't like going and playing, a different deal. It makes sense. So I really think that, and I know that game was important because of how we're going to start conference play.
Well, one of the things that I, as a football player, always look forward to is today's meeting with Coach Graham when he stands up here on this podium and he looks at each other's, he looks at his football team's eyes and he says, "We're ready to go. We know what we have to do. That was one game. We're not going to say that game was insignificant because it was, but you can look at the leadership on this football team, the guys that are up front who have been here for 4 or 5 years. You can look at some of the freshmen who you can already see who have matured, like you know, it means so much to football players. You know, you see tears after games and whatnot, and as a leader, those types of instances know that people love this game. People who are sitting on these chairs, it's not just a game to them. It's what we do.
If you ask my opinion, that is as poorly as we've played on special teams, and that's unacceptable. And a lot of that is guys just missed assignments and things like that. And there's some more, you know, probably what we're doing is a little bit more complex than what we've done in the past, and it's about us teaching it. 90% of what I say on film is coaching.